Hi guys, remember when I said in contact with me, I'm making a lot more awesome videos about mail and postal system around the world, not just the United States, but around the world, doing fun videos, maybe a few giveaways, we will see. I have them planned, but the event I have it planned for hasn't happened yet because the USPS hasn't released the date for it yet. It's killing me, but stay tuned for that. Well, it's finally time. It's giveaway day, and I'm going to tell you what you can win and how to win it at the end of this video. But first, we're going to nerd out. So last week, the USPS released this sheet of Star Trek commemorative stamps in honor of the TV show's 50th anniversary, and it got me to thinking, what other fandoms have gotten the honor of getting their own commemorative stamp? So I did some research and I just want to take you through some of the highlights. By no means is this a comprehensive every fandom stamp ever released, but I do want to share with you some of my favorites that I found along my research. I'm like all prepared today to be all nerdy today. I consider myself a nerd. I think it's a term of endearment. Even though I'm kind of a poser today, I have a fake Star Trek shirt. It's from my community college that I got my generals at. We volunteered and they made us wear these shirts for a space-themed welcome week. But my mug of the day, I thought I'd share with you who will save us. It's got all kinds of the different superheroes, Gandalf, one of the Doctor Who's. I don't know which one because personally I don't watch Doctor Who. I'm kind of scared too because every person I know who's ever watched Doctor Who became kind of obsessed. I don't know if that's true. Is it like sucks you in with some magical force? Speaking of Doctor Who, on March 26, 2013, the British Royal Mail released a sheet of commemorative stamps in honor of Doctor Who's 50th anniversary. The set of 11 stamps each featured one of the Doctors. A mini set was also released featuring images of the TARDIS, a Dalek, an Ood, and a Weeping Angel. The Doctor Who stamps were so popular that it broke records for the British Royal Mail just in the pre-sales and were almost sold out immediately. Again, like I said, I'm pretty sure Whovians are obsessed. Superheroes are also a pretty popular motif for commemorative stamps. The USPS has been releasing comic book hero stamps for several decades. In 2006, the USPS released a set of DC comic stamps. And then 1 year later, in 2007, they released a set of 20 stamps featuring the Marvel comic book heroes. And interesting thing about that is that they did the release ceremony right at Comic-Con. On October 9th, 2014, for the 75th anniversary of Batman, the USPS released a set of 20 for that as well, featuring 4 different eras of the comic. This also featured the logos of Batman. I've also just found out that for the 75th anniversary of Wonder Woman, on October 7th, the USPS will release a set of commemorative stamps for her. And I'm pretty excited about those as well. Star Wars also got to take your letters far, far away. In 2008, the USPS released a sheet of Star Wars stamps for the 30th anniversary of the movie franchise, and it featured old favorites and of course the new favorites at the time, which included Darth Maul and Queen Amidala. In October of 2015, British Royal Mail released their own Star Wars stamps, and these were done by artist Malcolm Tween, and they featured 12 characters from the entire franchise, including characters from the newest franchise, Rey and Finn. There also was a mini sheet released featuring different vehicles from the Star Wars franchise, including stamps of a TIE fighter and, of course, the Millennium Falcon. Coffee break. I'm out of coffee now. I needed coffee before we get into Harry Potter, because Harry Potter is a little controversial. Britain really loves Harry Potter because it's a British franchise. In 2007, when the final book was released, they released their first set of stamps that featured Harry Potter. And the 7 stamps had each book cover on them. There was also a mini set that was released at the time that featured the Hogwarts coat of arms and the coat of arms for each of the different houses. In 2011, the British Royal Mail released their second set of stamps featuring Harry Potter. While this weren't technically Harry Potter stamps, they were called Magical Realms. The Magical Realms stamps featured stamps with Dumbledore and Voldemort, which you could buy as a separate set of 10. But this Magical Realm stamps also featured Aslan the White Witch from the Chronicles of Narnia and Merlin and Morgana, but for some reason not the Merlin and Morgana from the BBC. Anyone else pissed about that? Because I would have loved some of those. So the Harry Potter stamps in America didn't go quite as well. They were released on November 19th, 2013 in a set of 20 stamps that featured different characters, including Hagrid, Hermione, Harry Potter himself, as well as a few others. A lot of people were upset with these stamps. For starters, the images were just still shots and photos from the movies. And compared to past designs, a lot of people thought this was quite lazy of the designers and of the USPS. So people really weren't fans of the overall stamps. The thing was that people believed that putting such a commercial subject, especially a British commercial subject, was giving up the dignity of the CASC. And it also was described as prostituting our stamp program. Actually, these stamps actually led to the resignation of Postmaster Baylor as the head of the CASC. That's how intense this controversy got. Man actually gave up his job because of that. I think it's just a little bit blown out of proportion because we weren't the only non-British country to release Harry Potter stamps. They've been released in many, many countries, including the Netherlands, Taiwan, France, Australia, Albania, and the Isle of Man. Okay, now the moment you've been waiting for. The Star Trek stamps are out, and I was a little bit sad that Canada beat us to the punch. They released their Star Trek stamps a couple months ago, and I was a little bit torn that they got theirs out before we did, but ours were a little bit more time accurate since they were released on September 2nd, and of course the anniversary is September 8th. I know you'd all just really want to know what you can win and how to win it, so I'm going to tell you. So the first thing is this nice metal Enterprise sign that you can put up on a wall. A mini light up Enterprise. A set of sticky notes. I can't live without sticky notes. Definitely could put them in your planner or, you know, around your house. Might be kind of nice for putting up lists. Note to your significant other. Next thing I can't live without, socks for sure. So here is a set of 3 socks. So they have a command science and a engineer. Little Vulcan air freshener for your car. And a very own mug of the day. I really like this one. It says "Beam Me Up, Scotty" on the back. I especially like it because you can use it as a regular mug, or it has this cool top that turns it into a travel mug. And last but not least, my favorite part of this prize package, I'll send you a set of the stamps so you can mail all your friends and send some cards and letters with this great. So how can you win? Well, first of all, you have to be a subscriber. You have to be 18 years of older, and you have to have a valid email address. I will link below to the website that I am using for this giveaway, and this website picks the winner at total random, so I have no influence over who actually wins. Only you do by entering. So being a subscriber is the first way to enter, and the other ways to enter is you can visit me on my social medias. You don't have to like or follow them, I will tell you that, you just have to visit. But I mildly suggest that you do like and follow my social media. You have until the 24th at 11:59 p.m. to enter, and then on the 25th in the morning I will be announcing via those social medias who is the winner. So if you want to know right away, it'll be right there on the social medias. I won't be posting a video about it probably until the 26th. So if you want to know right away whether you should check your email and if you should be hearing from me, I suggest you follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, and follow. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my nerdy little video. Thanks so much for watching.